Now, Sheldon Adelson, of course, is a huge Republican donor. He gave to Newt Gingrich's presidential campaign in 2012 $15 million, just to Newt Gingrich. And if you remember, of course, Newt Gingrich was a miserable failure and didn't even come in second. Did he come in third? I'm not quite sure, right? But he came in nowhere near the top in terms of having a realistic chance to win the nomination, which of course Mitt Romney won on the Republican side. Adelson then poured in millions into Mitt Romney. So wide array of guesses on how much he wound up spending overall in 2012, 25 million to 40 million, but a lot of it was in dark money, couldn't be traced. But we do know about the 15 million that he gave Newt Gingrich. So how'd that work out for him? Well, obviously, it didn't go over that well. He got nothing for it. So apparently he recognized that. The Washington Post has a story about it. They say this time, the Adelsons are plotting their investments based on, not on personal loyalty, but on a much more strategic aim to help select a Republican nominee they believe will have broad appeal to an increasingly diverse national electorate. In other words, we knew Newt Gingrich, we really liked him, so we gave him 15 million bucks. Okay, this time around, we're actually going to try to pick a winner. Now, there's a lot of interest that he has with the government. The government is investigating him for many different things, including the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act for the bribery he might have done in China for his casinos there. So he's got an interest in buying a president. That would be a nice purchase for him. This time, he'd actually just like to buy the one that actually wins. So his top advisor, Andy Aboud, said, the bar for support is going to be much higher. There's going to be a lot more scrutiny. In other words, Newt Gingrich, boy, we didn't know what we were doing there. The bar's going to be a lot higher than Newt this time. Well, that's a little embarrassing for Newt. But of course, what's much more embarrassing is how our political system works. Because, I mean, this is an obvious, published attempt to bribe the next possible president. So nobody's going to play along with this, right? I mean, it's in the Washington Post. He's saying, okay, I've got an auction here. Who would like to come in and try to win my millions of dollars so that you will serve me after you're president? I mean, isn't that an unbelievable system? If it happened in a third world country, we'd make fun of it and we said, look at this, they're just buying the leadership of the country. Unbelievable, right? So, of course, nobody's going to go to Las Vegas and court him, right? You know where this is going. Here are the 4 Republican possible nominees that are going to kiss his ring. Former Florida Governor Jeb Bush, New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker, and Ohio Governor John Kasich. They're all going to Vegas. He's not coming to them. He's the boss. They're not the boss. They're going to go to him, and they're going to get on their hands and knees, and they're going to take his digits and put it to their mouth, okay? They're going to kiss his ring and say, Sheldon Carleon, make me an offer I can't refuse. By the way, the offer he can't refuse, it would be like 10,000 bucks. But like they take all money, they'll sell themselves for cheap. But in his case, he has a lot of money. So that's why they go to do this. And it's reported in the press like, oh, that's okay, that's what's happening, no big deal. The real news story is democracy's gone. We don't have a democracy, we have an open auction. And the richest people in the country are just going to simply buy our candidates. It's unbelievable. It should shock the conscience. The fact that it doesn't shock the conscience anymore is actually the most depressing part of the story, that they view it as perfectly normal. There's one way we could fix it. If we got a pack of people together and we fought back and we actually fought for our democracy, what would we call that pack? Maybe a wolf pack. Maybe we had a website called wolf-pack.com that pushed for an amendment to get scummy money out of politics. Then people wouldn't go to kiss up to Sheldon Adelson and tell him all the wonderful things they're going to do for him if he buys the presidency. Maybe we would actually have people go to their citizens that they're supposed to represent and to try to work for them. Wouldn't that be amazing? If you don't get money out of politics, you will see a news story like this over and over and over again. And if Sheldon Adelson couldn't buy a president in 2012, well, he might just do it in 2016. And if he doesn't do it in 2016, he's going to come back with even more money in 2020. And eventually, he'll buy himself a president.